Hey everyone, Amari Records here, and today I thought we'd switch things up a bit, and instead of talking about music, we're going to go to another M word that has to do with these artists, and that is their merch. And I want to just be going through some of my favorite merch items that I actually own. I did a similar piece about random ones, like really weird, obscure merch items that I have, but this time I thought, screw it. I'll go through some of my favorite items that I've actually gotten over the course of my years as being a huge hip-hop fan.
Random disclaimer.
I'm very grateful and fortunate to have all these pieces and merch items that I have. Please, don't feel jealous. It's just items. I'm the idiot with a bad spending habit. Over the years, whenever I'd get birthday money or Christmas money, or I had one of those events coming up, I would either buy merch or tell people, like my mum, what merch I wanted. Without further ado, let's get into this. I'll actually start with this t-shirt I'm wearing, and this came out from, I think it was bundle 1 for Travis Scott's Utopia. And give me one sec. The reason this is one of my favorite things, because this is one of my favorite bundles that I've ever gotten. Not that I've gotten a lot, but it came in this Utopia branded pizza box. I'll show you a proper close-up of it. But when you open it up, in addition to the t-shirt, you also got, I'm sure you can guess what it is. What's special about this one is that it's the first edition. What's cool about it though is the actual sleeve is different. It's engraved. You can feel the texture on the back of it. It also doesn't have meltdown on it, and it comes with A instead, so it's a cool alternate track list. It's also got Sheck West on Fiend. But yeah, I just really like this bundle. I thought the t-shirt was sick. Trav even performed in it. I'll put that picture up. I just thought it was a really good bundle, and because I loved Utopia so much, there's a bit of sentimental value behind it because of the reason I got the bundle. I had a really shit night. That's a whole other story. I'm not trying to get sympathy points or anything. I'm not going to go into it. And yeah, this shirt is also what I wore when I saw Travis live, so it's just a lot of sentimental value behind it, and I thought it was a good value, good bundle. And because I get a vinyl that can't be purchased anymore, like this specific edition of Utopia, I thought that's really cool. Speaking of Travis, the next thing I want to show is the actual Circus Maximus tour hoodie I got. When I saw him, I just thought this is a really sick piece. I love the logo on the back with the green and yellow to signify the Oz tour. It's different from the other legs hoodies that he did. I just think it's sick, and it's really good quality as well. It's sturdy, it feels durable. I haven't worn it too much just because I'm scared to wear it. I know it's stupid, but I just want to keep it in good condition. Then speaking of cool hoodies I got on tour, this is probably my favorite clothing item that I own. This is my Big Steppers tour hoodie that I got when I saw Kendrick, and this is probably the like I said, this is my favorite item that I own, merch item. Just the design on it is so simple. It's so minimalist, but it's so good. It perfectly captures the tour. I love the designs on it. I love the Savior reference on the front. The pictures are cool, and this is easily the best quality merch that I've ever gotten. It is so fucking comfortable. It feels durable, and you can just feel it. It's a good quality hoodie, and this is one that I very rarely wear. I've actually only worn it once, which was to my friend John's 18th birthday. So John, if you're watching this, that's a pretty big privilege you got right there. And again, it's like the Travis one. I just want to keep this in good condition because this is easily my favorite item of clothing that I own. So I'm very anal when it comes to it. But yeah, this is definitely the best merch that I've ever gotten, just period. Not even at a concert, just ever. And then speaking of the Big Steppers tour, because it was my first concert that I attended, it's also funnily enough my favorite tour that I've ever been to. I got the poster, and this is in the center of my room. I see it right now as I'm recording the video. You guys can see it now as well. But yeah, that is also a pretty cool piece I own. It's so loud, it's so bold, and it just reminds me every time I look at it of the greatest concert that I've ever been to and got to witness live. It's just incredible. Speaking of Kendrick, I don't know if you guys can see here what it says on the shoebox, but I'll take them out. These are the PG Lang Converse, and these are sick because they perfectly embody the PG Lang aesthetic, the minimalist approach, but also with hidden details within it. So you got to dig deeper, which is kind of the thing of PG Lang. It might seem simple on the surface from the aesthetic and branding and approach that they have, but when you dig deeper, you'll find more and find the intent within it. And what's sick, you got the logo on the bottom. See if you can see that. Then you also have this tag on it, this PG Lang tag, and it has the logo in different colors. And then also on the back of the left shoe, you have a flipped message that reads, "You took the time to read this, so you're probably open-minded. Try these on for good luck." And I just think these types of details on the shoes are really sick. Also on the insole you got the logo, and yeah, you got the message there as well. I just think these are really sick pair of Chucks. The off-white coloring is really nice. They're simple, but they get the job done. I don't wear them too often just because Chucks aren't as comfortable as a lot of the other sneakers I own, but yeah, really, really cool shoe, and the only rapper collab shoe that I actually own. Speaking of Kendrick, the last thing I want to show from him is my most recent purchase from him, his Willie Shavira Super Bowl 2025 merch capsule collab. Proceeds going to the LA Fires. I just knew I had to get this to commemorate this insane era that we've been witnessing from him. It's really good quality. Again, it's it does fit a bit small. That's my fault, but like I can still pull it off. But yeah, again, really good quality, cool design, nice and simple, and proceeds went to the Fires. This has the TV off reference. Just a sick item. And then also, speaking of Super Bowls, I got this from the 2022 halftime show. Not that I was there, like M put it on his website, and it's like a really cool spray jacket. And on the back it has all of M's albums on it. The sides have different patches, like you got Shady Records, Interscope, Aftermath. You also have then these ones that said Midwest Champs 98 to 2022, which is like from the Slim Shady EP all the way to 2022, so the Super Bowl, like when this came out. Eminem logo, the Shady logo with the chainsaws, kind of reminiscent of Shady 15. Yeah, this is a really cool jacket. I do actually wear this one more than I wear most of my merch. It's just so sick. I love this piece. And I had to get it. M. Kendrick, my two favorite artists, along with Cole. Like, I just wanted something to commemorate that Super Bowl, which I actually stayed home from school to watch on TV at the time. Yeah, at the time, that was like one of the greatest like pieces of live media I'd ever seen. Actually, what am I saying probably is that and the Kendrick Super Bowl are easily the two best pieces of live media that I've seen outside of a concert, like that I've actually attended. Just insane performance. Yeah, I had to get this fucking jacket. Alright, and while we're on the topic of M, you guys probably see this behind me in every video. Oh fuck, bag fell. This is just a Slim Shady mask that M put out in, I want to say, I think it was Halloween 2023. What Eminem fan wouldn't want to own a Slim Shady mask? Yeah, but it just looks freaking sick on the shelves behind me. I don't really wear it because, like, when the fuck am I going to wear a Slim Shady mask? But yeah, I've always wanted it since I was younger, so I was really pleased when M put one out. While we're on the topic of Eminem, is this comic. He did a collab with Marvel. He's actually done a few, but this was the only one that I was old enough to actually like buy and know how to get when it came out. And it's with my favorite superhero as well, so I think this was like the perfect one to get. I know it's not the most valuable one like the Punisher one is, or the Iron Man one outside of the house, but this is probably my favorite design for any of the covers. So like a little bit of background lore about me. When I was really young, my favorite thing was Marvel, and then as I got older, it sort of transitioned from Marvel into hip-hop. So this comic book is kind of like the culmination of my two biggest interests across my whole fucking 20 years of existence. So it's pretty special to have that. I just think it's so cool having an Eminem edition Spider-Man comic cover depicting like the 8 Mile battle. There's even Miles Morales in the crowd, Paul Rosenberg, Black Panther, Daredevil. There's just so many Easter eggs on it. It's really cool to look at. I fucking adore this comic. Next thing, this is kind of random. I was going to include it in the random items that I have list, but I thought it was a bit more tame. This is a Nas Rubik's Cube, like commemorating the 6 album run he went on with Hit Boy. I think that's pretty sick. And those albums are a pretty big part of my listenership because I was like growing with those albums as they were coming out over those 3 years. They were like probably the most pivotal years to my hip hop listenership. And as I was going through them, there was a new Nas album to commemorate each stage, which, yeah, it's pretty special. So I got that with the Magic 3 vinyl when it dropped. It's cool. This one's going to be a bit more simple like in comparison, but next up is just my Dreamville staple tee. I mean, it's so simple, but it gets the job done. It's a staple. Gotta rep Dreamville as much as I can. I wear this like a lot, and my sister actually got it for me for my 18th birthday. So shout out to her. I know she's watching this, so thank you. This is actually one of my favorite items that I own. And I don't own a lot of Cole merch, which I need to change because he is my favorite rapper with M and Kendrick. Like, they're tied, by the way. I know I keep bringing that up. Yeah, I need more Cole merch. I really want to get a Cole hoodie. He had some sick stuff at Dreamville Fest, at the It's All a Blur tour that he did with Drake in 23. But I'm sort of just waiting till I see him live to get the merch, unless he does like an album rollout and has merch available. I missed out on the off-season stuff, which I'm really annoyed about. Last but not least is the Supreme X Tupac hologram t-shirt, and this is commemorating the time in 2012 Coachella during Dre and Snoop's set. Like, that was just an insane fucking, probably the best festival performance of all time, where they brought out a hologram of Tupac. They also had Kendrick there, they had Eminem, they had Wiz Khalifa. Just a crazy set. And what's crazy is this t-shirt is sort of responsible for me really getting into hip-hop. I'm not entirely crediting it, but when it came out, I was 14, and you know, most people at that age, like, that I was growing up with, hype beasts. So Supreme, like, even at 14 for me, like, I still love Supreme. It's one of my favorite brands ever. Supreme doing a collab with Tupac on it. I was already familiar with Tupac, but I wasn't too into the catalog. And this t-shirt, because I wanted to buy it, and I also wanted the skateboard deck, even though I don't skate. I just thought it'd be cool to have on my wall when I was 14. Yeah, but this t-shirt really implored me to like go deeper into the music, just because I thought, oh, Supreme's collabing with Tupac. I know Changes and I know Hit 'Em Up, but what else does he have? And that implored me to dig deeper into like the whole West Coast catalog, which is kind of crazy that all stemmed from a t-shirt. So I had to highlight that. And yeah, that's about it. Some merch, that's about it for like my favorites that I own. Obviously I didn't go through everything. Not that I own a lot, but I just highlighted like my favorites. I didn't really do any vinyls apart from the bundle shit. That could be its own other video, but it's not like I own any like crazy limited vinyls. You can kind of see above me the special ones that I have. I just ordered a Clips bundle because I fucking love that album, and I want to do a video on that, just going through that album, what makes it so good. This is kind of like a side quest video, by the way, if you've made it this far. Some merch that I do want, like that I really want to own one day, are obviously the Travis Scott Mocha ones. They are probably my favorite shoe of all time, up there with the Chicago ones. Both of them I really want to own. Also the Eminem Jordan 4s, but they're a little less obtainable than the Travis Scott ones. I really want the Kendrick Nike Damn era hoodie, the red one. I think that's fucking sick. I've always wanted that hoodie. I'm definitely going to get some stuff at the GNX show when I go see him in December, and then also some shit from the Chromacopia tour, which I'm very hyped about. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you enjoyed and what your favorite merch items that you guys own are, or what pieces you really want to cop. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and hit notifications so you don't miss any more videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.